everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm super excited because I'll be reviewing and comparing all of the sets included in the summer 2022 LEGO Star Wars Kenobi wave. Without further ado, let the games begin. First up, we have the LEGO Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader Brickheadz. Now, this set retails for $19.99 USD, and I definitely think that it looks pretty fantastic. I absolutely love the hood design here, the cloak rather, for Obi-Wan Kenobi with the lightsaber, and the face structure is honestly pretty accurate for him considering that it is built in this Brickheadz fashion. It's really awesome, and the swept back hair is also pretty fantastic with the ears, the eyes, the belt design there is really awesome, and in general this Brickheadz couldn't look any better. We of course have Darth Vader, who has quite a couple flaws in my opinion. I believe that the little visor portion where his eyes are could be a little more narrow to be more accurate, and the red portion here could have been a translucent red rather than this harsh red color. In general, I believe LEGO did a pretty fantastic job designing Kenobi especially, and of course Darth Vader with a couple flaws, but in general they did a pretty good job, and I believe that this set is definitely worth the price point of $20 USD. Now, putting the Brickheadz on the side, we have the LEGO Star Wars set number 75333, the Kenobi Jedi Starfighter, which I believe LEGO did a fantastic job designing, and the price in my opinion isn't really that bad for 3 minifigs, and a pretty fantastic build for a Jedi Starfighter if I do say so myself. Now, one of the most exciting features of the set is finally getting a Taun-We minifig. A Kaminoan species in minifig form is honestly really cool, and I absolutely love the printing on the back there, and the torso and the dress couldn't be done any better, and don't get me started on the amazing head mold there and the neck. So technically, if you're looking for an excuse to get this set, just get it for Taun-We here. Now, in terms of the build itself of the ship here, I believe it is pretty accurate considering it is based on the Jedi Starfighter in the Attack of the Clones movie. We have these stud shooters here that actually work a lot better than the older ones you simply press. And there we go, it's gone. Let me just do the same thing for consistency reasons. Yes, you can hear the little thud of the stud. And we have R4P17's head there, Obi-Wan Kenobi's astromech droid. Some stickers, of course, some more stickers, some more stickers, more stickers. And the cockpit where Obi-Wan Kenobi is sitting down. Here is a look at Obi-Wan Kenobi with his hood and his outfit, and I believe it looks pretty fantastic. You can obviously swap this out for the hair, and he can sit in there pretty snug with the cockpit fully closing over top there. And of course, we have the secret cockpit storage facility for the body of the astromech droid, like so. There we go. We have the body for R4P17. You can just attach the head there. And like that, here is his astromech droid. It's pretty cool. Now again, this set for $30 USD isn't awful, but of course it's not the optimal price point. I would have preferred seeing it for $24.99 USD. But I guess comparing the Starfighter with the Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader Brickheadz does seem more worth it in my opinion, considering that Brickheadz contain actual LEGO bricks, whereas the set contains 3 pretty awesome and somewhat exclusive minifigs, for now at least. I would definitely go for the Jedi Starfighter considering it looks like such an amazing display piece and sits like so on its own. But if you're a fan of Brickheadz, I mean, go for the Brickheadz. And in my opinion, I'm more of a fan of the vehicles and the ships compared to Brickheadz, so paying $10 USD more compared to the Brickheadz would be worth it in my opinion. Let me know in the comments down below if you agree with me here, and if you would rather spend $10 more and get a pretty fantastic Jedi Starfighter. Now that we have these two sets out of the way, it is time to take a look at the one, the only Kenobi vs. Darth Vader set number 75334, which retails for a whopping $49.99 USD or $64.99 Canadian, and comes with 408 pieces. Now, it is very obvious where the pieces are going in this set. I would have expected to see more pieces invested in creating more accurate flames rather than these little slopes, which just looks very silly in my opinion. The bulk of the pieces have been put in this very chunky and, I guess, inefficient base plate here, which I am not a fan of, but I do like the slopes though. I like getting a variety of slopes that can be deemed useful in future mock projects, and I honestly do not see $50 in this. Even the minifigs are pretty mediocre. We have a pretty accurate looking Tala minifig in her Imperial outfit there, her disguise rather. Pretty fantastic. I like the skin tone there. I think it's brand new. And of course we have honestly the most exciting minifig in this set, Ned B or NEDB. And I love how they sculpted the body there from the top and designed the print on the torso and legs. And of course we have a look at the base plate itself. It's pretty much a base plate. We have this little generator here which is supposed to explode with like little fire on the inside. Some elevated plates here. A little cart in the back which looks pretty cool. It carries some fire and lava, and I believe the design of this is pretty fantastic. I really love the tiny little wheels there. It's the little details that count in my opinion. And of course we have Darth Vader with some arm printing, torso printing and whatnot. And yeah, Darth Vader is supposed to stand there and get ready to battle Obi-Wan Kenobi, who has the high ground once again. In terms of the Kenobi minifig, we have an amazing headpiece there. Torso, leg printing look phenomenal. The hair mold is also pretty great. He has an alternate head printing as well. Back printing, and he can also stand on one of these rotating plates where he's supposed to battle Darth Vader. I just hate the idea of this set. At the back here we have this rather silly fire feature which isn't really effective because we don't really have that much fire in the center. We just have these little slopes. Again, extremely ineffective in my opinion, so all you have to do is push this way where it's supposed to have this little crevice of fire that is in the way there between both of them, and it gets kind of jammed sometimes. So yeah, it can also move away even more if you'd like. The build of it isn't really that creative, and it wasn't really interesting to build. I was kind of dreading it to begin with, honestly. It's very bland, very plain, and very stale. If I had $50 and I was walking around Toys R Us or any toy store that carried these sets and I saw this on the shelf versus the two Brickheadz here along with Obi-Wan's Jedi Starfighter, I would grab these. I would be like, wow, these make for an amazing display piece that people can actually tell are from the iconic side of the Star Wars universe, because obviously everyone knows Darth Vader and Kenobi's Jedi Starfighter, compared to getting a gray base plate with a couple pieces that honestly anyone can make at home with their own parts. So yeah, if you really wanted to get Tala, you can always bricklink her. If you really wanted to get BD1E, you can always bricklink them as well. Vader, I mean, you can technically get him in a couple sets now. And Kenobi, again, you can rely on bricklink, or you can just purchase it anywhere else, honestly. But yeah, this set is not worth it in my opinion. I would rather get these two sets that I believe look so much cooler and offer so much more. Last but not least, we're going to move on to the final set in this video, which is the Inquisitor Transport Scythe. So this here is the Inquisitor Transport Scythe, set number 75336 with 924 pieces, and retails for $99.99 USD or $130 Canadian. This is easily the coolest LEGO Star Wars set that I've seen so far. The design of the ship here looks incredible. I love the angular features there at the front. It is very well shaped and molded. I believe it is very accurate to the actual scythe. Right here we have grill pieces, we have bar pieces, and on this side we have the little shooter pieces which you can launch like so. You simply have to tap. As for the wings, you can fully expand them like this, but I honestly prefer having it up like so because it looks cooler, and I guess I didn't exactly plan on purchasing a little display stand, which exists online by the way, so you could check that out. I believe that the exterior design looks incredible, and it is easily one of the best, if not the best, Kenobi set that we've received so far. And for comparison purposes, we have the Scythe side by side with ObiWan's Jedi Starfighter. The size difference is extremely noticeable, and you can obviously tell which is the $30 set and which is the $100 set. I mean, the little battlefield set should honestly take some notes there because yeah, both of these sets, in my opinion, complement each other so well, even though they're not based on the same show. But yeah, in general, really awesome set here. And you can obviously tell which is the more expensive one. Now, in terms of the interior of the set, all you have to do is lift the translucent red cockpit like so to reveal a very, very spacious interior and incredible looking minifigs. At the very front, we have this section which reveals a ramp so the minifigs can essentially exit, or rather just slide out. And from the inside, as you can see there, I managed to fit all of the minifigs, which was honestly very satisfying to do because for most Star Wars sets that I've purchased at least, the minifigs would always be trailing on the outside. So having enough room to fit them all in here is so awesome, and they fit in here with so much room to spare. Like in the back here we have Kenobi. I just figured I would put all their lightsabers in the back there, but these are the Inquisitor lightsabers. And here is Obi-Wan Kenobi's lightsaber. And with them out of the way, we have a better look at the interior here, which, like I said before, is very spacious and very well done. Kenobi can stand there with lots of space to spare. And we have the 3 Inquisitors, the 3rd sister, the 5th brother, and the Grand Inquisitor sitting at the very front there. As for the close-ups, here is a look at the Grand Inquisitor. I absolutely love how they designed his torso, his legs, his shoulder pad armor, his face there looks really, really awesome in minifig form. And honestly, the minifig looks exponentially better than the actual character in the show. I mean, that's just my opinion. As for Reva, here she is. She looks really awesome in her cloak and a really cool hairpiece, which I think is fantastic. She is honestly my favorite character from the Kenobi show. I loved all of her scenes. She did such an amazing job, and she's really, really awesome in minifig form. And lastly, we have the 5th brother, which I believe LEGO nailed right on the head. The helmet looks incredible. I love the detail. They really haven't cut short on this design here. He looks awesome in minifig form. I love the design and the print on his head there, and the torso and leg piece complement each other so incredibly well. So I guess that pretty much wraps up the minifig segment of this video. Everything can close back up like so with ease, considering that they've used a variety of Technic pins, hinges, and pieces to facilitate the entire play process in this set, which I think is awesome. This here is $50 USD. This here is $20 USD. And lastly, this is $30 USD. Now, if you do some quick math, you'd realize that all of this is equivalent to this set right here. At the end of the day, in my opinion, it depends on what you wish to do with your money and how you wish to play with your Lego sets. So if you want to spend $100 and get a great big, gorgeous looking ship, go for this, obviously. However, if you'd like to have more minifigs and more fun recreating some little scenes and dioramas from the episodes in the Kenobi TV show, and of course having a little replica of the Kenobi ship here from the Attack of the Clones, I would recommend going for these 3. With that being said, let me know in the comments down below your thoughts on all of these sets here, and if you plan on purchasing any of them in the future. All of these sets together would equate to $200 USD, which I think is hard to wrap my head around, but it is what it is. And on that, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye for now.